2, 1.
7 things you probably didn't know you need to know. I'm Jamie East, and this is the Smart 7.
Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Friday the 10th of September, and it's World Suicide Prevention Day. And a big happy birthday to Colin Firth, Siobhan Fahey, Guy Ritchie, and Carol Decker.
7.
There were 38,103 new cases of COVID-19 yesterday and 167 additional deaths. There are now 8,000 people in hospital, the highest number since March. There was good news, however, as the vaccine watchdog, the MHRA, gave emergency approval for Pfizer and AstraZeneca vaccines to be used as booster shots. Professor Dame Sarah Gilbert, the scientist behind the Oxford jab, says not everyone will need one and that immunity is lasting well. She says the priority should be getting more of the world vaccinated. Meanwhile, Health Secretary Sajid Javid says when it comes to the UK's booster campaign, there's still one piece of the puzzle missing.
I want to wait for the final opinion of the JCVI. It's important that we do and we listen to what they've got to say. I'm confident that our booster programme will start later this month, but I'm still awaiting the final advice.
And as NHS waiting lists reach an all-time high, ITV News wanted to know if the pressure on the NHS will affect the funding assigned this week for social care.
Waiting lists will go up before they start coming back down again, and that's because I want those people that stayed away to come forward. In this package we have announced, the funding that's there for social care, some £5.4 billion extra over the next 3 years, is there, secure for the social care system.
6.
It's become an all-too-familiar sight, migrants packed into tiny boats attempting to cross the English Channel to seek asylum. Now, Home Secretary Priti Patel has sanctioned new border force tactics that would see them attempt to turn back these boats in the Channel. The French Interior Minister has denounced the plan, claiming it breaks maritime law. But Conservative MP Andrew Brigden says it's the only choice the government has.
This is what we should have been doing a long time ago. It's the only way we're going to disincentivise these economic migrants from coming over and placing themselves in the hands of ruthless people traffickers who care nothing for their welfare. And these are economic migrants.
Labour's Shadow Home Secretary Nick Thomas-Symonds says Priti Patel's plan is completely wrong.
In my view, that the Home Secretary has even considered a proposal like this that will risk lives is evidence of her own failure and her failure to actually grip this issue.
America's continued to struggle with the Delta wave of COVID-19 as its vaccination programme has stalled in the face of determined anti-vax and anti-mask protests and states like Texas and Florida who show no interest in mitigation measures at all. Now, President Biden has announced that vaccines for workers are about to become mandatory.
I'm announcing that the Department of Labor is developing an emergency rule to require all employers with 100 or more employees that together employ over 80 million workers to ensure their workforces are fully vaccinated or show a negative test at least once a week. The bottom line, we're going to protect vaccinated workers from unvaccinated coworkers.
He's best known as a footballer and former captain of England and Man United, but on Thursday, Rio Ferdinand was in the House of Commons to testify about online racist abuse as the government attempts to tackle the issue. He says a lot of the online abuse he and other players get simply wouldn't be acceptable at games and it shouldn't be online.
A lot of us have children, and I have to sit there and have breakfast with my kids and explain to them what the monkey emoji means. Dad, why is there banana under your post? Why is there loads? What's that about? And me having to do that in today's day and age when there's AI, you'd like to think that these people would put those things in place.
Still to come on the Smart 7, the big winners from the National Television Awards and the Matrix 4 trailers dropped. Right after this.
We've just launched a new bonus series called The Smarter 7. It'll get you up to speed on major events or important topics, and you can hear the first episode now, which takes you through the events of 9/11. Just search for it in your regular Smart 7 feed. Teenage tennis prodigy Emma Raducanu won her US Open semi-final last night, beating the number 17 seed Greece's Maria Sakkari. She'll now face 19-year-old Canadian Rio Ferdinand in the final on Saturday. She's the first British woman to reach a major singles final in 44 years, and she hasn't even dropped a set in the 9 matches she's played so far as she came through from qualifying.
Honestly, the time here in New York has gone so fast. I've just been taking care of each day, and before you know it, 3 weeks later, I'm in the final and I can't actually believe it. Thanks for everyone.
Thursday night saw the National Television Awards live on ITV from the O2 in London, hosted by the somewhat squeaky-voiced Joel Dommett. Ricky Gervais's Afterlife won Best Comedy, It's a Sin won Best New Drama, beating Bridgerton, and Anton Deck beat Piers Morgan to the title of Best TV Presenter for the 20th year in a row. Line of Duty picked up an award for returning drama and also a special recognition award for its record-breaking final series. Oh, and Phil and Holly may be a little late for their show today, as This Morning won Best Daytime. Kate Garraway was delighted to have won Best Author Documentary for Finding Derek, all about her husband's long-running battle with COVID.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I'm from you as well. You gave it to me. Thank you so much. It's amazing. It's amazing. Thank you. This is for everyone who suffered and lost people. The fight goes on.
The fourth Matrix movie is on the way. It's due to hit cinemas in December, 22 years after the original. Keanu Reeves and Carrie-Anne Moss are both back for the sequel, and the movie's written and directed by Lana Wachowski, but sister Lily hasn't returned for this latest episode. It's called Matrix Resurrections, and if the trailer's anything to go by, it's going to be quite something.
You seem particularly triggered right now. Can you tell me what happened?
I've had dreams that weren't just dreams.
Am I crazy? We don't use that word in here.
If you want the truth, Neo, you're going to have to follow me.
The only thing that matters to you is still here. I know it's why you're still fighting and why you will never give up. You don't know me, no?
This has been The Smart 7. Wherever you're listening, do us a favour and hit the follow button. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Have a great day.
Written, produced and published by Daft Doris.